everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and in this video I want to show you something a little different. These are some focus gear rings from a company called Cinevate. Now you get a thank you card in with your purchase. You can see that their website is cinevate.com. You can also follow them on Twitter, Cinevate Inc. And you can also find them on Facebook at Show the World, so well worth checking them out. Now these are focus gear rings. They're for digital SLR cameras, and I'm going to show you how you set them up and what you can achieve using a product like this. Now in with each pack you get a quick start guide, and this tells you about how to actually set up the focus gear rings, and also the gearing specifications, what sort of size of ring you should be choosing to purchase dependent on the diameter, or the lens circumference that you have fitted to your digital SLR. So this explains everything really well. Nice that they include that. And then these are the rings themselves. Now they come in all different sizes. We've obviously got a larger one here and then a slightly smaller one. And then in with each pack you have to choose what size tips you order. And these are little sort of screw tips. These are two different lengths, as you can see. And they have little nylon pieces on the front, and these are the parts that actually touch your camera lens, so it's important that they're very sort of delicate nylon tips so that they don't damage your lens at all. And you also get an Allen key, and this is to aid with installing them around the focus gear ring. Now I'm going to show you this as well. This is a focus gear ring, and the reason it's notched is because it works with their pull focus systems. And what I mean by that is you can get extra attachments for your camera, so you're turning some sort of control knob, and that in turn locks into these teeth and rotates the focus ring on your camera. This is a focus lever, and this is already attached. This attaches by screwing in via this little screw here, and this allows you to use this to adjust the focus on your camera. And I'm going to show you this in action a little bit later during this video. So here we've got a focus ring with the nylon tips already installed, and I've installed them just so they're almost flush with the sort of outside of the screw portion of the ring. And then I've got my focus lever here, which I'll be installing in a minute, and my little tiny Allen key at the ready. So let's pull my camera in. This is a Nikon D50-100 with a 16 to 85mm lens, and we're going to place this face up. A little bit tricky to do for you on camera this, but I'm going to try and show you this being installed. And we just lower this over the lens just very gently, and we're going to locate it on the back ring here, which is the focus ring on this particular lens, and we're going to make sure it's in a central position, and we're just going to start tweaking these screws in so they start to grip on the lens, again making sure that it stays central and level. And just take your time on this and make sure that it stays in a nice, as I say, central position on the focus ring, and we just work our way round. I'm having to dive in and out round the back of my tripod to do this, so bear with me, and we just keep tweaking. You have to make sure it doesn't raise up, because it does have a tendency to raise up as you're moving it round. And then we're back round this side, and you just got to be careful not to over tighten as well. And it sort of just locates into the grooves on your focus ring until that's pretty much it there now, until that's on the lens. So I think that's tight enough, and this should now operate the focus, which it does. So there we go. And then we've got a spare hole just here, and let me just see if I can rotate this all the way round to this side. So we've got a spare hole here, and this is where we're going to locate this focus lever, and we just screw this in. There we go. And then we've got the focus lever ready to go. So now we're going to show you this in action and show you what you can actually achieve using one of the Cinevate focus gears on your digital SLR. So first of all, I'm going to show you how you can use the autofocus to focus on these three different models. We've got Crazy Steve, Avatar and M-Quan at the back there on the little models, and I will be playing back this footage after I've shown you what I'm doing on the little screen here. So to achieve this using autofocus, I'd have to push to focus, and that focus is on Crazy Steve at the front, and then I'd have to move my focus point to here perhaps, and then focus again, and then finally to focus on little M-Quan at the back there, I would have to focus yet again. Now let me play you back that video footage and you'll see how sort of broken that is and how it looks when played back to the viewer. So to achieve this using autofocus, I'd have to push to focus, and that focus is on Crazy Steve at the front, and then I'd have to move my focus point to here perhaps, and then focus again, and then finally to focus on little M-Quan at the back there, I would have to focus yet again. So now I switch to manual focus, and I'm going to show you me using the Cinevate focus gear ring and the gear lever here to pull the focus from the front model through to the back model that's on the table. So I'm just going to focus in first of all on the front model here. So we're now focused in on the front model, and I'm going to be playing this back afterwards so you can see how smooth the transition is, and just using sort of fingertip control I'm going to pull the focus round onto that middle model, and then again put it round onto the back model, and instead of pausing this time, let's just pull it back round onto the front one, and there we go. So you can see you can create a lot smoother transitions, and while I'm talking I'm going to actually show you the video footage now. So I'm going to be focusing on that front model, holding the tripod nice and steady, and then pulling the focus round all the way through to the back. So it's a lot smoother. Let's pull it back round to that front model again. And for very little investment you can achieve this sort of thing using the Cinevate products. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Cinevate focus gear rings. You can also get a lot of different systems from them. I think these are great value for money. Please do check out cinevate.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next video.